working on a few different custom figures at the moment, and they're time consuming. So between the larger projects, I'm doing some smaller ones. Azrael here, I just want to paint some of the armor bits to be more gold. They just look, I don't know, flat right now. And I've done this before. I have most of my tools here. I've got a couple of different paints. So I'm going to start with a base of this. I've used this on a couple of different figures. This ill-gotten gold, it's very metallic, you'll see. And then I'll finish with this war paint, greedy gold. Now between there, and I've done this before as well, I'm going to use a black wash, and I've got a few different things for that, including a black paint marker and some panel lining. So I'm going to use all of these things. I've got that all laid out here, and I have my wet palette. So let's get to work. So the first thing I want to do is take them apart a little bit. Take the parts off that I don't want to screw up. Because we'll be working on this collar here. And it's a bit close to the head. I don't want to make any mistakes. Big gold on his hood. So I'm going to start with this ill-gotten gold. Shake well. There's a ball bearing in there with these metallic paints. There tends to be. So don't need much. And his armor is in places. I thought his armor was more rubbery, but I think it should adhere fairly well to this. Alright, so brush, nothing special. This first coat is just going to be base. So I'm going to let all of this dry, and I'll come back a little bit later. Now I'm coming back to do a black wash. Now, this is one of the paint markers I use for washes. These things work really well. It's all water-based. You can see water-based. So with these, check well before use. So, and with these, it's like a Gundam marker. You do is you push, and a bit of ink comes out now. So I just put a couple of drops in there, and I'm going to dilute this with some water now. There we go. So we get this black pool. This is probably too dark, but that's fine. So what I really want to do is just get into all of these edges. For now, just get the dark. Like I said, in all of the edges. All the little crevices. There we go. There's so much going on. There's so much detail in his armor. And those flat colors were just annoying me. leave this for now. Actually, this looks pretty good already. But we're still going to come back. Do the dark gold. I'm back. And if my cats cooperate, they will be quiet. One of them is in the office, and the other one is out in the hall crying to be let in. So, the black wash that we put on has dried. It's actually the next day after work. And I'm now working on applying a shiny gold to the edge work. So I've got a wet palette, which is really just a sealable container with a wet paper towel on the bottom and wax paper on top. So I've put a drop of gold paint in there, and I've done one forearm and fist so far. So I've been working on the edges, applying just a bit. Shh. Let's go. I've been applying some shiny gold to the edges where it would see the most wear. Alright, so I think he's done now, or I'm done with him, but this is after the 2 golds, and these 2 here, and a black wash in between. I finished off all of the detail work along the edging, and I think he looks much better than he did before. As you saw, I did the gauntlets, the shoulder armor, the belt as well. And I like him. I did something very similar with Grodd a few months ago. Obviously, I also did the skulls on him. And yeah, I like them both. They I like using the metallic paints specifically because it gives a shine to things that are ordinarily like a glossy plastic. They just look, to me, kind of cheap. So I didn't even really want Grodd, but I got an amazing deal on him, and I just wanted to paint him. I wanted to just play around with paints, and I like him. I don't really want the figure. I haven't asked if anyone wants him, but I might wind up giving him away. And Azrael pops much more than he used to from a shelf. I still have this problem here. So I actually filmed something related to this. I've got a stress mark pretty bad right in here. He has fallen off the shelf a couple of times, but I'm using the stands now, and I haven't had that problem anymore. So if you have an Azrael and he's taken some shelf dives, he's probably landing directly on these shoulder pieces, and you might have a problem as well. Just be mindful of that, or else one of those could break off, and nobody wants a broken toy. But I did these bits down here as well. So anywhere that I thought was metallic and that I thought could use some additional detail work, I put the gold paints on, I put the black wash, and yeah, I think it works well. So if you have any comments, please leave those below, and I'm just gonna keep painting. I did this really because Dan wanted me to. I ordinarily don't film my painting, but if this is something you like, if it's something you want to see, then I will do some more of this. And we have plenty of other customizing videos. I know Dan's working on a few others now. So if you have any interest, go ahead and watch those two. I know he's going to be working on more customizing videos, and if he talks me into it, so will I. Thanks for watching.